Good morning, Lavine News TV. We got MJ, we got my dad, and today he's going to be talking about who the best basketball player is. So stay tuned for that. And Mike, he's kicking this.
All right, y'all. That was the introduction from my oldest child, my daughter Lulu. I'm here with my boy MJ, and I'm here to tell y'all that Zach Lavine is the best shooting guard in the NBA, hands down. That's the title. That's the caption. Read it and weep. Digest it. Take it all in and get mad if you want to, right? He's better than Devin Booker. He's better than James Harden. He's better than Donovan Mitchell. And he's better than Jaylen Brown, right? And I know a lot of y'all going to get mad at me saying he's better than two individuals in particular, right? Those individuals being Devin Booker and James Harden. Let's start off with Dev, right? I know y'all going to be pissed at me saying that he better than Dev because Dev had a chance to show his play on the elevated stage throughout the NBA Finals, throughout the NBA postseason last year. And we saw that Dev can put up an array of shots and hit a whole bunch of difficult shots in an array of ways. We saw that, right? However, I'm telling y'all right now, Dev is putting up worse numbers than Donovan Mitchell on worse efficiency than Donovan Mitchell. So I know for damn sure he's not as efficient as Zach Lavine. Zach Lavine is leading all shooting guards in scoring, right? And he's doing it in a magnificent way. When you're watching this brother play, he is absolutely special. And it ain't hard to tell at all. I'm watching the game and he stands out so tremendously, and he's been averaging 26 points per game. He got an injury. He playing through an injury. His thumb is injured on his non-shooting hand. And I know a lot of y'all gonna be like, well, it ain't the shooting hand, it ain't no big deal. I know it can cause a huge amount of discomfort for a shooter, a guy like Zach Lavine, a guy who was a shooter, who was athletic slasher, so on and so forth. But he putting up great numbers. And I say this time and time again, I love Dev. I love to watch him play. But when Dev jumper is off, he don't know what to do. He like a fish out of water. He don't know where else to get his scoring from. He just going to keep shooting and jacking up shots. And I know the saying, y'all. I know shooters going to keep shooting. A shooter got to keep shooting. But no, you keep shooting. If you open, keep shooting it. But they'll keep just jacking up shots off the screen or jacking up shots when it don't really, like, it's like, bro, it's not falling for you. Go to the cup. Put your head down. Go to the basket and attack the paint. Dev don't know how to do that. Zach Lavine does. So when his jumper ain't on, he gonna keep slashing to the basket and he gonna go to the free throw line, or he gonna finish the play with a dunk or a smooth layup where he's switching hands or some crazy shit like that. Cause Zach been playing like that. He been playing for real like a number 8 Kobe Bryant. People want to say there's a similarity between Dev's game and Kobe Bryant's game. I see more of that number 8 Kobe Bryant game in Zach Lavine, to be honest. Because Kobe was a high flyer in his younger years. We know that. Kobe was skying through the air, so on and so forth. So I see more of it in Zach Lavine, right? And okay, let's get to James Harden. Because I know people going to be like, he ain't better than James. He better than James this year. And the shit ain't even close, right? It ain't close at all. The Chicago Bulls have played the Brooklyn Nets twice this season. In both of those games this season, Zach Lavine has outplayed James Harden by far. James ain't playing like the James Harden that we were used to seeing in Houston. He ain't playing like the James Harden it was like for a string of like 8 weeks where James was looking like an MVP candidate with the Brooklyn Nets. He ain't looked like that this year at all. And he ain't looked like that so much. I've made a video like trying to figure out what's wrong with James, explaining what's wrong with James and why he ain't playing the same way. Since he had that calf injury, he ain't looked like the James Harden that we know. He looked like a whole different number 13, a whole different individual. So I know he ain't playing in the same ilk that Zach Lavine is, right? But let's be honest, man. Zach is having a 50, 41, 85 season, meaning he's shooting 50% from the field, shooting 41% from three, 85% from the free throw line. If he keeps this up, this will be his second consecutive season doing that, averaging those type of numbers. Zach been underrated for years now, to be honest. It's just that he was playing on a very bad Chicago Bulls team. Last year, he averaged 27 points per game, killing just like he was this year, right? But the difference is the team around him is much better this year. They put better weapons around him. They added Vucevic in the second half of the season last year. They added Lonzo Ball. They've added DeMar DeRozan. They've added Alex Caruso. So his stage has been elevated now. The Bulls have been talked about a lot more than recent years. They've been playing great teams, and the league has taken notice to what they can do. And they're seeing that Zach Lavine is a key ingredient, along with DeMar DeRozan, for the Bulls' success. They see what Zach can do on a night-in and night-out basis when the world thought he was just a dunker. When he came from Minnesota, everybody thought all Zach Lavine can do is all he can do is he can slash and dunk, and that's about it. Hell no. I knew he was way more than a dunker when he was damn near averaging 20, almost averaging 20 as the third scoring option on the Minnesota Timberwolves basketball team, playing behind Karl-Anthony Towns and Andrew Wiggins. He was almost averaging a dub, almost averaging 20 then. So I knew when he got to his own team, he was going to be able to make noise and make something shake. And I saw that he could shoot then. And then since that time he first got with the Bulls, his shooting has increased and improved over the years, and I'm just proud of the improvement that he's been making as a basketball player. Once again, he's averaging 26 points per game, leading all shooting guards in scoring when he had an injured thumb on his non-shooting hand, man. And look, Zach's shot hit the rim one time. It hit the rim and rattled in one time like a game ago, right? But before that, I ain't never seen that man's shot hit the rim and nothing like that before it go in. It's been all net every time he shoots the basketball. I'm like, shit, man, this dude... Like, for real, Zach is lethal. He is lethal, and he like that for real. He is well on his way to being a superstar in this NBA, and he's a top 10 player in the league right now. DeMar DeRozan, a top 5 player. Zach playing like a top 10 player, and he gonna etch it close because Zach and DeMar are the best scoring duo in the league. You know what I'm saying? So you got to take notice, and I wish the NBA would start talking about the Chicago Bulls more. All they talking about is the Golden State Warriors. They're talking about how the Lakers are just keep losing. Talk about some teams that's playing well. A team that y'all said was not going to be on nothing because they said my Chicago Bulls weren't going to be on a crumb. Chris Broussard and Chris Broussard is a noob like me, but goddamn it, noob. Come on, man. You supposed to know basketball, brother. Come on, man. Just like you talking about they was going to be in a play-in. They was going to be a play-in team. Hell no. Hell no, and I knew that. I know basketball. I told folks before the season started, Chicago Bulls was gonna finish third in the Eastern Conference. Everybody come on my Twitter, or on my Facebook telling me I'm crazy. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just being biased and all this and all that. I told y'all what was gonna happen, and y'all watching it happen right before y'all eyes. I knew Lonzo Ball was going to be the perfect point guard that we needed to be able to set up our great players to get high percentage shots, and he's doing that. He's defending. Alex Caruso is defending. Zach Lavine playing. He took his game to a whole nother level. I mean, DeMar DeRozan really took his game to a whole nother level for real because he was really kind of hindered in San Antonio, so we see him what he can do. But Zach Lavine, fam, his shit, like I'm telling y'all, he's showcasing what he can do and how special he is on a nightly basis now, and the world can see it. He's better than Dev, y'all. For real, he really is. Like, I promise y'all, if Zach Lavine was on the Phoenix Suns during the postseason, even though Giannis was going crazy and they couldn't stop him, Phoenix would have found out a way to win that series if they had Zach Lavine and not Devin Booker. I know y'all gonna say Dev had a nose injury or whatever like that. Fam, listen, put that damn mask on and get the cooking. I think if that would have happened to Zach Lavine, he would have put that mask on and got the cooking mugs easily. And I really feel like that, man. I feel like Dev is a more reliable scorer, and when his jumper ain't falling, he gonna figure out a way to get buckets and get baskets in order to help his team prevail in a lot of those situations. Last year, bro, like Phoenix lost 4 games in a row to Milwaukee, fam. 4 in a row. Come on, man. That can't happen. And I don't think it's happening with Zach Lavine. Now, we don't know. It's to be seen. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody gonna be like, oh, but Dev was in the playoffs. Zach ain't been in the playoffs. Dev was in the playoffs because Chris Paul came to that team and helped orchestrate everything to get to that level, right? They went to the playoffs because of that. And to be honest, and Dev is a great player, but they went through an injured Western Conference last year too. You know what I mean? But we give them credit. They went and they got the job done. They did what they had to do. You know what I'm saying? They did what they had to do in the whole situation. But look, we saw that before Chris Paul got there, Dev wasn't taking them to the NBA playoffs or nothing like that. Dev wasn't taking them there. So you know what I'm saying? So I know what that is. You know what I'm saying? I know before Chris Paul was really the guy that helped elevate them to that next level. And I think now, so don't try to say, oh, Zach ain't took them to the playoffs. I heard people say that. Zach ain't even took the Bulls to the playoffs. He about to do it this year, and we going to see what's going to shake. Because I told folks, and my brother beginning the season, man, they don't want to play the Knicks. Obi topping them. I'm saying, man, they getting in the Knicks' ass. they fucking the Knicks up. And I told folks they was gonna do that. I told people the only teams really gonna get them problems was Brooklyn and Milwaukee, right? I knew they gonna beat Atlanta. I ain't even tripping on Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to the Atlanta Hawks. But I know DeMar DeRozan and Zach Lavine was gonna smoke Trae Young them out. I know that. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna see it when they got their full roster, when they got a full squad and all that. We gonna see how it shake and how it turn out. But I knew what was gonna really happen at that point. You know what I mean? But again, Zach is the best shooting guard in the league, and it ain't really up for debate in my opinion, man. Argue with your mama, argue with your daddy, argue with your uncle. You know what I'm saying? Argue with your sister, baby mama, cousin, all that. Argue, not just sister, baby mama. Your brother, baby mama, cousin, all that. Argue with all of them. But I'm saying what I'm saying because I'm seeing it and I'm watching this shit happen right before my eyes, man. Machiavelli Mills TV, I'm out. Peace.